I am not your property. She said it like a verdict. Chin raised, eyes cold. Like I was the villain in a story she'd already rewritten. The house was quiet. Too quiet. The kind of silence that makes truth echo louder. I didn't raise my voice. Then this house is not your property either, I replied. You are free. Her lips parted, but no words came out. That was the moment everything shifted. There was a time I would have burned the world for her. 6 years together. I built this house brick by brick while she chose the curtains. I signed the papers. She chose the paint. I worked late. She posted photos about our empire. I believed in us, believed in loyalty, believed that love meant building something permanent. She used to wait up for me. Tea on the table. Soft smile. Fingers intertwined with mine as she whispered, "We're unstoppable." Maybe we were, until she decided she wanted a different kind of power. The first crack wasn't dramatic. It was small. A new password on her phone. Late-night gym sessions. Perfume I didn't buy. I didn't accuse her. I observed. Men who lose control lose everything. So I stayed calm. One night she left her laptop open. Just slightly, careless or confident. Messages don't lie. I'm tired of him controlling everything. He thinks this house makes him powerful. We'll be free soon. That word hit harder than the betrayal. It wasn't just emotional. It was strategic. She wasn't just cheating. She was planning. I didn't confront her. I upgraded my lawyer. Quietly. I checked the deed. Sole owner, my name. Every transfer, documented. Every payment, from my account. The joint savings she bragged about online, also mine. I installed security cameras under the excuse of neighborhood theft. She didn't notice the extra one in the living room, or the audio backups routed to a private server. I watched. I listened. She thought she was the strategist. She forgot who taught her how to think 3 steps ahead. The man's name was Samir. Married. Sloppy. He liked expensive watches and cheap secrecy. They met twice in my house. In my living room. On my couch. That was her mistake. Adultery hurts. Disrespect ignites. But trespassing inside my empire? That demands precision. I gathered everything. Video timestamps, chat screenshots, bank records showing she'd been transferring. Small amounts monthly to a consulting account that traced back to him. Not love. Investment. They weren't just planning to leave. They were planning to take... 3 weeks later, I made my move. First, I separated finances. Legally, she didn't notice. Then I filed for divorce. Grounds infidelity and financial misconduct. Evidence attached. My lawyer smiled when he reviewed it. This is airtight. I nodded. I wasn't angry anymore. I was focused. The confrontation came naturally. She chose it. I feel suffocated here, she said one evening. Dramatic, prepared. I am not your property. There it was. The script she rehearsed. She expected me to beg, to argue, to shout. Instead, I delivered the line that would dismantle her illusion. Then this house is not your property either. You are free. Her confidence faltered. What do you mean? I handed her the envelope. Divorce papers. Highlighted clauses. A printed still image from my living room camera. Her face drained of color. You recorded me? You betrayed me. Her hands trembled as she flipped through the pages. When she saw Samir's name included in the evidence file, panic replaced pride. This is insane. You can't do this. I already did. The next move wasn't for her. It was for him. I mailed a duplicate evidence package to his wife. No note. Just truth. 2 days later, Samir's company placed him on suspension pending internal review. Apparently, corporate ethics matter when there's video proof circulating. He called my wife 23 times that night. She didn't answer. He called me once. I didn't either. Court was swift. Infidelity voided her claims to alimony. Financial transfers counted as misuse of marital funds. She walked away with her clothes. Nothing else. On the final day outside the courthouse, she finally broke. You destroyed everything. I looked at her. No, I said calmly. You did. Her eyes searched for the man who once adored her. He was gone. In his place stood someone she underestimated. The house feels different now. Quieter, stronger. I replaced the couch, repainted the walls, sold the car she loved and bought something sharper, something faster. Not out of spite, out of reset. People think revenge is loud. It isn't. It's paperwork filed on time. It's evidence backed up in 3 locations. It's silence while the other person talks too much. She wanted freedom. I gave it to her without my house, without my money, without my name. Sometimes I walk past the living room camera and remember the moment her voice fell silent. That was the real verdict. Not guilty, just awake. I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I didn't break. I calculated. And when the time came, I executed. Now, when someone tells me love is blind, I smile. Love isn't blind. It just gives you one chance to see who deserves the kingdom you're building. She thought she was escaping a cage. She didn't realize she was walking out of a fortress. And I'm still here. Owner, unshaken, free.